Hey Truth Seekers, it's Theo and Carolyn here with a video for our new deck profile, and this one's a doozy, so I'll let Carolyn take it away.
So we wanted to see if we could do a fellowship deck with Faith and Hope. Since both of them have some fellowship together, they're also very strong. Both of them have some very strong plays that they can do with Stagnetic and with like Oincome and Profess Hair and stuff like that. So we wanted to see if we could utilize both of those strategies in one deck and just see how much of a powerhouse we could make this deck. So we started off with our Truth Seeker, Sadie. She's probably the strongest Truth Seeker in the game at the moment, at least in the games that we play. She allows you to grab one Animo per turn, and level 1 Animo per turn, and she also offers you that Hope power as well. So we go ahead and use her. And due to the fact it is a dual color deck, we use 3 Faith. We would have used more just to have more on hand because you want 3 in your discard pile to use Stagnetic. However, room in this deck was an issue just to get everything in there that we wanted to. So we only decided to run 3 Faith. Same with Hope. We wanted to use 4 due to Oincome being in the deck. However, Sadie already offers you 1 Hope power, and again, just room in the deck was a little bit difficult. Now, due to the fact that it is a dual color deck, we decided to run 3 Prayer due to the fact that it offers both Faith and Hope. So again, if we run into an issue where we need one more of the other that we just don't have in our power, we can always use the Prayer in there. We use 3 Hairball from Series 1. Due to the fact that it is free, it helps you search for power if that is something that you have to do at some point in the game. And the fact that you can also use this with Profess Hair if you don't have enough other, cards in your deck or something like that. You can go ahead and grab these because they're free. That way you don't have to worry about power being an issue. We also have Glimmer. We run 2 level 1 and 1 level 2 Glimmer. Glimmer's pretty great just if you need that extra little boost of power. Also because it has a fellowship bonus. We would run 2 Glimmer level 2, but again, room. We have those. Then we run 2 of both level 1 and level 2 Oincome because this is one of the biggest plays of the Hope, and we want to be able to access these as much as possible. We run 2 Profess Hair. Again, this works in tandem with Oincome to help us get a maximum amount of points and not have to, still while using everything in our small group, but being able to utilize more than just 4 Animo. We run 3 Lumini from Series 1 because Lumini allows us to go and grab extra Faith power cards, and this is something that is very much needed in this deck, so we can go get those power cards and then be able to discard them to use Stagnetic, or if we're playing our Merino Ultra, we can have those power in there, so we run these, which Sadie can also go search for since it's a level 1. We have 2 Armorino level 1 because Armorino goes and grabs power from our discard if we need it to. If not, we can use it to actually discard one of our power. We run 2 Sparcube because Sparcube has a fellowship bonus. And again, if we just have that 1 extra power that we need to use or whatnot, it does give us some points. So we go ahead and keep that in there. And also just for that fellowship bonus is pretty great. We abuse the poor penguin by using 3 True Blue to go grab either our Luminis or our Stagnetics, something like that if we need it. Sadie can also go grab True Blue because it is a level 1. And so having 3 of those in there, we would run more, but we can only run 3 of a certain Animo. We have our big boy here. We have 3 Stagnetic. And Stagnetic is probably one of the better things in this deck. And you can use Profess Hair to go grab Stagnetic. You can also use Sadie or True Blue. And Stagnetic says that if there are 3 faith power in your discard pile, you can play it for free. And if you have 3 of these out there, you can play all of them for free.
And anything that doesn't have an activation cost is really good in this game.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Then we have our Ultra here. We have our Merino, our little poster boy. So he actually discards 3 of our faith. So as long as you play this in the correct order, if you have 1 of these and 3 of your Stagnetics out there, you can use your faith and discard your faith to play him. And then you can have your Stagnetics out there and you can play them for free because there are now 3 faith in your discard pile.
Yep.
We run 2 Guppies because Guppies has the ability that when you have this card, when you play this card from your hand into your small group, you may search your deck for any 1 faith or hope animal. It does not specify level. So we can go grab our Income level 2 if we need it. We can go grab it. You can also grab Ultras with this. So we use this one to go grab any cards that we need.
Yep, it's basically like our toolbox card.
And then finally, we have Servitude, because when Servitude is out there, even if Guppies is out there on your field, you can go draw extra cards. And drawing extra cards is always nice.
Yep.
Then we move on to our Cinnies. Because we like Megas in this game, we run Scorch Mega. And he's shiny, and he's big, and he's pretty. That is the entire reason we run Scorch.
Also, he is probably competitively the best Mega, just because the Bible verse you have to quote for him is really long on a Spark Cube.
That too. And a lot of people won't run Spark Cube because he is little. The next one we run is Grasshopper, because he has a pretty cool action. Your opponent cannot... Your opponent reveals your hand, and you get to choose one and have them shuffle it back.
Yep. So you discard a card from your opponent's
He
hand.
is also rather big. We use the Series 1 before the reprint, Clench, because he is worth 12, and he allows your opponent to not be able to play story cards.
That's funny. He allows your opponent to not.
We also have Furricane from set 1. He is worth 10, and you must shuffle one of your Animo from your small group back into your deck.
Yep, so it hurts your opponent, makes them get rid of like their Servitude or whatever Animo they were preparing for next turn.
Next we have Detestable, because he is worth 10, and your opponent must discard one of their equipment cards that are in play. And equipment cards are nice. I like having equipment cards.
Paul's Chains is great.
Right, you can get rid of Paul's Chains, you can get rid of Staff of Moses, David's Sling, any one of that. We use Discriminator because he is worth 10, and you cannot play any Universal Animo.
Yep.
Evil out there because a lot of the decks run Love, because Love has a lot stronger action now. And so you don't want them playing any Love Animo in their next turn. So we use Evil. And then there's Zapper King. Zapper King is great. Zapper King is, well, he's almost the smallest Cinny that we have on here. And your opponent may not play any level 1 Animo from their hand. However, if you have Sadie or Paul's Chains, things like that, you can get around that. For our story cards, we run Repent, because Repent is awesome, and I feel like it should be run in just about every deck. That might not be the case anymore, but for the moment, it still is. So we use Repent from Series 1, because it gets rid of your active Cinny if you have one played on you, and you don't actually have to defeat it, nor does it go to the defeated Cinny pile, but that's okay. You just get rid of it.
And Repent is a once per game card.
Yes. We also run 2 Shake and Break, because getting 2 level 1 Animo from your discard pile is pretty great, because you can go back and you can get your either True Blues if you want them. You can get your Guppies if you want to search for like a level 2. You can go get your Stagnetics, anything that you need excluding Ultras. We run 2 of the Empty Tomb, because this allows you to search your discard pile for 1 Virtuous Animo, including any growth stages that belong to the Animo, and place it in your small group, which you can also grab Ultras with this thing. You can grab your Income levels. You can grab whatever you need with these.
primarily we use that so we can grab back our Oincome level 2 straight to our small group.
Yep.
Because Oincome level 2 is pretty important for the deck.
Right. We have one Snakebit because Snakebit is probably one of the best story cards from Series 2. It allows you to discard your hand and choose 4 cards, but you do sacrifice your score phase for that turn.
And so when you shuffle your hand back in your deck with that, you can even grab back the cards you shuffled back into your deck.
Right. So we have one of each Bible study for hope and faith, because searching out a particular Animo is definitely needed in this deck. And we limit it obviously to the 2 main colors, since we only have 3 Animo that are not those colors. So that is pretty necessary to go grab certain things that we need. We run Sycamore Tree, which searches your deck for the next growth stage of any one of your Animo in your small group. So this case, you could use your Sadie to go grab Oincome level 1, use this to go grab your Oincome level 2, and you are set. And we run 2 Staff of Moses, because having 1 less hope power to pay for things like Oincome or Professor is kind of busted.
Yep.
And then finally, Paul's Chains, because Paul's Chains allows us to go search for 2 level 1 Animo and put them into our small group. And so we can use this in with Sadie as well. Attaching this to one like Servitude or Gut Piece is pretty cool. And it allows you to do a lot of cool things with this deck. So mainly this deck runs the Oincome and Professor combo for hope. And then it runs your Stagnetic and Armorino Ultra on your faith side of things. And having these out there, you can get a heck of a lot of points in a single turn. And it moves very quickly with everything else that we've added in here. And so not only does it get you a lot in a very little amount of time, it gets you a lot for a little amount of points and a lot in a little amount of power.
Yep.
So pretty busted, and we enjoy it. If you like it, try it, test it out, see how it goes. We will be doing some play testing with this a little bit later on, so you'll kind of see how that works for us.
Yep, and we are definitely going to be making a power play video.
Absolutely.
To show how you can maximize the Oincome and Professor play and Stagnetics just to get as many points as possible in a single turn, and is probably one of the most broken things we've come up with in this game so far. So, in the meantime, Truth Seekers, keep learning virtues and defeating sinnies. God bless. Hey Truth Seekers, if you want to buy sealed animal products like starter decks and booster packs, or supplies like playmats and card sleeves, click the link in the description and it will take you to Animo Cards where you can purchase them. Using our link in the description helps support our channel. To our younger Truth Seekers out there, please remember to always ask for an adult's permission before buying anything online. And remember, Truth Seekers, keep learning virtues and defeating sinnies.